Okay, welcome to our story again. Today we are going to learn about Mekala and Riem Esau, the magic eggs and crystal ball. So now let's start to learn about the vocabulary before you listen to the whole story. Famous. Famous, it is adjective, very well known. Lebay lebay. Famously, it is adverb of famous. Magician, magician, a person who performs magic tricks to entertain people. អ្នកលេងសៀកឬក៏គ្រូវេទមន្ត magic magic the use of strange unseen forces or of tricks to produce effects វេទមន្ត magical គឺជាគុណនាមរបស់ magic it means of magic magically it is the adverb of magical succeed it means do well achieve one's goal ជោគជ័យ success good result បាទគឺជោគជ័យ succeed គឺជា verb success គឺជា noun successful the adjective of success successfully the adverb of successful special objects special or peculiar objects or things គឺវត្ថុពិសេស axe a tool for cutting down trees or wood ពូថៅ unusual not common interesting because different from others មិនធម្មតា metal solid shiny material such as iron copper or silver លោហៈធាតុ crystal ball a ball made from crystal កែវមณีគឺកែវភ្លឺភ្លឺ magical qualities magic or magical power គឺជាអំណាចនៃវេទមន្តបាទ powerful adjective it means of power having power full of force បាទមានកម្លាំងមានឥទ្ធិពល outstanding it is prominent much better than others it is adjective it means ឆ្នើមពូកែលើសគេ to delight it means to give delight to somebody or to find delight ធ្វើឲ្យរីករាយ គឺជា verb delight great pleasure or joy គឺសេចក្តីសោមនស្សរីករាយ delight delighted it is the adjective of delight delighting it means causing feeling of delight បាទចឹង delighted គឺបង្ហាញពីអារម្មណ៍របស់មនុស្ស delighting បង្ហាញពីអ្វីមួយឬក៏នរណាម្នាក់ហ្នឹងដែលបង្កើតឲ្យមានអារម្មណ៍បែបណាមួយអូខេបាទ delightful full of delight very pleasing delightful mean គួរឲ្យរីករាយ delightfully it is the adverb of delightful very pleasingly choice option ជំរើស symbol of strings it is something that represents strings បាទនិមិត្តរូបនៃភាពខ្លាំងបាទ pure clean free from evil បាទបរិសុទ្ធ extra power it is additional power jealous it is unhappy at one being liked as much as someone else ច្រណែនវាក៏ប្រច័ណ្ឌ to resent and to feel hurt and angry គឺស្ដាយក្រោយសោកស្ដាយឬក៏ខកចិត្តខ្លាំងបាទ safety condition of not being in danger សុវត្ថិភាព gods and goddesses it means being who is worshipped ទេវតាទេពអប្សរ discovery thing or mystery being discovered របស់កំហើញ clash metallic noise ការប៉ះទង្គិច okay. Sparks of light small bit of burning light of material flying in the air ផ្កាភ្លើងព្រាកបាទ to unfold it means to open from a folded position to become clearly more fully known ស្គាល់ច្បាស់ដឹងច្បាស់បើកបង្ហាញបើកអ្វីមួយចេញបាទ to unfold. Yeah, now let's go to the sentence structures. To reward somebody it means to give somebody rewards ផ្ដល់អំណោយដល់នរណាម្នាក់ to take one's gift it means to take one's present យកកាដូពីនរណាម្នាក់យកអំណោយពីនរណាម្នាក់ to decide something it means to make a decision ធ្វើការសម្រេចចិត្តទៅលើអ្វីមួយ to decide to do something it means to make decision or to make up one's mind to do something សម្រេចធ្វើអ្វីមួយ to become one's equal it means to become a person who has equal quality to somebody ស្មើនរណាម្នាក់ដូចជាប្រៀបស្មើនរណាម្នាក់ okay to give somebody something mean to give somebody rewards okay គឺផ្ដល់ឲ្យក៏ទុកឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់នៅអ្វីមួយ okay to try to do something it means to make an attempt to do something ព្យាយាមធ្វើអ្វីមួយ to try doing something it means to do something as a test okay try to do ហើយនឹង try បូក verb ing okay ចឹងខាងលើនេះគឺព្យាយាមខាងក្រោមនោះ try doing ហ្នឹងគឺសាកល្បង okay សាកល្បងអ្វីមួយ okay. To persuade somebody to do something it means to make somebody do something by reasoning arguing and begging មានន័យថាបញ្ចុះបញ្ចូលនរណាម្នាក់ឲ្យធ្វើអ្វីមួយ okay. To refuse to do something mean not agree to do something បាទបដិសេធមិនធ្វើអ្វីមួយ okay. To look for something I mean to find something បាទ look for ស្វែងរកអ្វីមួយ okay. To discover something I mean to find out something បាទរកឃើញអ្វីមួយ okay. To throw something at somebody to pass something to somebody គប់ឬក៏ក្រវែងក៏ហុចណាអ្វីមួយឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់បាទ hurl something towards somebody or something and violently throw something towards something បាទគប់អ្វីមួយទៅកាន់អ្វីមួយទៀត okay. To share something with somebody to give something to somebody នេះគឺឲ្យបាទ okay ឬក៏ចែករំលែកបាទអ្វីមួយជាមួយនឹងនរណាម្នាក់ទៀត okay អូខេអរគុណថ្ងៃនេះយើងរៀនពាក្យនិងសំណង់ប្រយោគហើយ okay so now let's start to listen to our story about Mekala and Riem Esau so now let's go along with me okay most Cambodians know the traditional stories of our country because when they were children, they listened to grown-ups at home and at school, telling the familiar and well-loved tales. I know many stories, but I don't learn a single one of them by listening to storytellers. I learn them by dancing. For half my life, I was a member of the Royal Cambodian Ballet. I learned to dance the stories of our culture and through the dance to pass them on to others. When I was 7 years old, my aunt, who was a dancer of the Royal Ballet in Phnom Penh, visited our family in Siem Reap province. She told us that the ballet was looking for girls to train as dancers and asked if she could take me back with her to the capital. Fortunately for me, my parents agreed. I spent the next year at the Royal Palace studying the classical dance of Cambodia. There were 10 of us, recruits in the class, all from Siem Reap province. I was one of the youngest and the oldest would have been about 15. I loved my lessons. We did no more schoolwork at all. Our entire day was taken up with dancing. We'd start early in the morning with gymnastics to warm us up, and then we'd set about learning some of the 160 basic movements of the dance, going through the steps and gestures again and again until we were perfect. After we'd mastered the first 100 movements, we were allowed to learn some of the less important roles for the dance drummers. It took us for a whole year, working up to 6 hours a day, to master the basics. When we graduated, we were told that Prince Sihanouk wanted to start a branch of the royal ballet in Siem Reap at the Angkor Wat, the ancient and famous city of temples. The new ballet company would dance there for tourism and other visitors to Cambodia. The 10 of us and 2 teachers from Phnom Penh would recruit another 20 girls from Siem Reap and teach them. It would be the new company. After I left for Phnom Penh with my aunt, I never lived at home again. At Angkor Wat, the whole ballet company lived and worked together in a hotel. Once a month, I rode a bicycle the 7 kilometers to my village to see my parents and brothers and sisters. But to tell the truth, after a while I felt a bit awkward with my family. I had such bright, lively company all day at Angkor Wat that home life seemed to be quiet. I felt more comfortable with the ballet group than I did at home. Until I was 12 or 13, I went to school in the nearby town of Mok Nie and fitted in dancing practice before and after school. This meant that I could play only minor roles in the dances. Our company had 30 dancers, but only 15 would dance at a performance. In this way, we would take it in turns to play different roles, and there was always a replacement available if someone was sick. In classical dance of Cambodia, of course, all the dancers are female, and we have to learn to play and dance the roles of men, giants, and monkeys, as well as the roles of women and girls. After I left school, I danced full-time. We'd begin at 6 o'clock in the morning, and for 1 hour, we'd practice only the movements of the hands and legs. Then, after a light breakfast, we'd go through the dance until 12 o'clock. On 4 nights a week, we gave a public performance which lasted an hour from 9 to 10. On those nights, we started to dress the performance at 3 o'clock. It took us 6 hours to dress because each time we performed, we had to be sewn into our costumes. They were so tight, we could not eat a thing or only take a few sips of drink. After we danced for an hour, it took at least another hour to get out of the costumes again. We had our second meal for the day then, between 11 and 12 at night. You know, it is funny, but when we were sewn into our costumes, we never felt hungry or thirsty. As soon as we'd undressed, though we were absolutely starving and couldn't wait to eat. Looking back now, I don't think it was healthy to have such tight costumes and eat at strange hours. A lot of girls suffered from stomach aches, including me. I haven't had them since I stopped dancing. We always danced at night on a big carpet in a flat-lit courtyard of the Angkor Wat. The temple walls had beautiful carving of dancers from long ago, and all of us and the ballet wanted to prove that we could look just as graceful as those performers frozen in the storm. I lived just to dance. While you were dancing, you were in another world. You were someone else in a movement. I became the character I was dancing. If I was a woman, I was gentle and graceful. If I was a man, I felt powerful and strong. In our group, our ages varied from 8 years old to 22. Everyone knew several roles, but the star dancer had to know every single one. In the end, I was a star, and I would like to tell you the story of one of the dancers I loved best, Mekala and Riem Esau. In this drama, I danced the leading role of Riem Esau. To tell the story only takes a few minutes, but to dance it takes half an hour. A story that is spoken leaves something to the listener's imagination. But in the dance, you try to show the watcher everything that happened, how the characters looked, how they felt. There's more detail in the dance. I wish I had my friends here so that we could perform it for you. Riem Esau was a young giant and Mekala was a beautiful girl. Both of them went to study with a famous magician. Their teacher promised that if they completed their studies successfully, he would give them two very special objects, an axe of unusual wood and metal, and a crystal ball. Both objects had great magical qualities, but the crystal ball was the more powerful of the two. Both the boy and the girl studied hard and were outstanding students. When they had learned all they could, their delighted teacher called them to him and said, "You have both become fine magicians, and I am going to reward you as I promised. I am going to give the axe to Riem Esau and the crystal ball to Mekala. I have two reasons for making this choice. The first one is that you, Riem Esau, are big and strong, so the axe is a symbol of strength, suits you well. While you, Mekala, are a pure and beautiful girl, and the clear bright ball, a symbol of light, suits you. Secondly, you, Riem Esau, are very, very powerful, so the axe will be enough for you. But you, Mekala, are not as strong as Riem Esau, so you will need the extra power the crystal ball will give you. Now, take my gifts and return to your homes." Riem Esau felt very unhappy with the magician's decision. Why should Mekala, already so beautiful, have the more powerful object? And why should she, whose magic was not as strong as his, be given extra power? So that she could become his equal? Riem Esau was jealous and resentful. He decided that if the opportunity arose, he would steal the ball from Mekala and leave her in his eggs in its place. After the two students left the magician to return to their homes, Riem Esau tried to persuade Mekala to give the ball to him, so she refused. When he tried to take it from her, she ran into the forest to hide. When he found her there, she flew to the heavens to look for safety among the gods and goddesses. Riem Esau followed her, and he discovered where she was hiding. He threw his axe at her to kill her, so that he could put an end to the chasing and get the ball for himself once and for all. To defend herself, Mekala hurled her bright, beautiful, and powerful crystal ball towards the flying axe. The two objects hit each other with a great clash, and sparks of light streaked everywhere. That noise and light are what we know as thunder and lightning. Riem Esau wasn't able to take the crystal ball from Mekala, and although he tried many times, he was never successful. Whenever you hear thunder and see lightning, you will know that he is trying once again. I loved dancing and miss it. Dancing was my whole life. I started so young. I knew all the dances and I wanted nothing more than to share what I know with everyone. I haven't danced for a long time, but I know that if only I could hear the music, I could dance again. I hope that one day you will be able to see unfold in gesture and movement the story that I have told you in words.